Hi, guys, and welcome to the Magical Mystery Makers Live. It is such a pleasure to be here with you amazing, creative, talented designers, manufacturers, creators. This is so very cool. Deb, Jenifer, Nealay, welcome. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you for
Thank you
having
for having
us.
us.
Thank you.
We have got quite a show, everyone. So this is like we've been planning this thing. We have been planning on all this like amazing big reveal that's happening tonight, today, since like October, I think. Was it, Nealay?
Yeah, I think I probably caught you off guard via texting because I had a big idea in like at 8:30 in the evening. And then I think you were probably it was during your wedding, if I remember correctly.
It was actually over my birthday, and I remember it
Oh,
because it was 8:30 in the morning for me and 8:30 in the evening for you. And Nealay says, Sarah, I've got this amazing idea for SilverSilk and the Magical Mystery Bead Box. Like, hello, two of my most favorite things in the world. He's like, when can you talk? And I'm like, what a fun birthday!
hold everything. Shut the front door.
Cool. And I love the idea of when two minds together.
I loved it. And I love that you were so open to the idea because this is something that I've been wanting to do since a while now. And honestly, I just couldn't think of better people and better products to work with. This is like a dream.
I couldn't agree more, Nealay. So the Magical Mystery Bead Box, for everyone that's tuning in, this is Jesse James Bead's monthly subscription box program where we curate a whole bunch of beady goodness and components and fun things to create that always have a really specific theme. So the things you find in the Magical Mystery Bead Box are exclusive to Magical Mystery Bead Box, really cool custom components, a lot of fun color, sparkle, beads, of course, but really, really unique focal pieces as well. And when Nealay approached me and said, like, let's do something like let's match some colors together. Let's do like some custom silver silk, some custom chains to go along with the box. The answer was like hard yes. It is amazing. And the Magical Mystery Bead Box, Jesse James Beads, just are a perfect pairing with it. So everyone, y'all are in for a treat.
I know. I feel like we got to go over the box and all the fun stuff in it first, and then the silver silk, just because the box itself and the beads that you guys put together, like what an explosion of color with such a fun and highly conceptual theme. I mean, I got some of the products up ahead of time because I was able to then match the colors to it, but you know, you only get a snippet of a few beads and the color story from it. But when I saw the box together, my mind was blown. And I know you were texting me photos back and forth, and we were so excited about it.
It's a good one.
Nealay, and I think that that's really cool too because we did provide Nealay with like just a few little like, oh well, this is going to be in the box and this is going to be in the box, and
It
then to be able
wasn't
to
much
send them
to
all
work.
to you.
Like I just needed the physical, like I just needed a few colors to work with. But it's so funny because
Nailed it.
I didn't know it was gonna match to that degree whenever it was all like said and done, you know? It was just brilliant how it all came together.
I love it.
Chef's
Yes.
kiss.
Magnifico.
Chef's
Well, let's get to it because we've got a lot to do tonight. So just to brief everyone on where we're going is we are going to take a little tour of the box, little tour de force of the Magical Mystery Bead Box, and then we'll also look at the silver silk so you can see how beautiful these colors really do go together. And then we'll turn it to our three amazing makers here, four amazing makers, but three makers that are going to be creatively making for us tonight, doing a little design on the fly, little create-a-thon, chat and create sort of session for all of us just to hang out and enjoy some beady fun time together.
That's the best way to do it, to bead with some friends on an evening, some people that I share a lot of time with. It's always good to see you guys and do stuff like this together and stop time, even if it's just for an hour.
Yeah, I love that. That's so perfectly said. All right, Deb is going to be taking us through the box here.
Here it is. Oh.
Us. I'm gonna put all of us on the side here so that we can like ooh and ah.
Ooh and ah. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
We have the reaction video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Kudos, Sarah, and to your team for this amazing
Yes.
postcard for each theme that you guys put out. I feel like it's a collectible thing that needs to be turned into a giant poster for the end of the year.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
said.
So our theme this month, guys, is Cirque, which is inspired by Cirque du Soleil. And I also feel like very much like the Night Circus. I don't know if anyone's ever read that novel, but it's very like mysterious and like dark and like kind of sexy a bit with like really fun colors that just make you want to dive right in. And in every Magical Mystery Bead Box, you get on the back a card that tells you what's in store. And then also around the bottom, you can see that there's a Magical Mystery Makers live event. So monthly, we will be hosting an event just like this one, where we'll have really great designers and creators from our industry come on board to do a little bit of live creating. That's what you're seeing now. This is our first one of the year, January. And also, in addition to doing these live maker events, Nealay is going to also be doing some tutorials on the SilverSilk channel, pairing the SilverSilks with the Jessie James Beads Mystery Box. So it's like so much fun to be had.
It all just clicks in place, really. That's the best way to go about all of this collaboration that we're doing. You got to do the tutorials because they're just the designs that I can come up with are just so good with the box.
Oh, I've seen them. They're good.
I'll be showing them
All
tonight.
right, Deb, take us through the box. Pick up some beads. We can take a quick look at them and then we'll get down to the making.
So I got to pull my favorite first. I mean,
Yes.
hello, look at this. Golden elephants. Hello, look at them.
So adorable.
Yeah, those are enameled beads that remind us of kind of like an elephant standing up on the big ball. Very
Definitely got that vibe. That was the cutest thing ever.
And this strand, oh my goodness, look at this. This is Center Stage.
Yeah, and the highlight of that one is definitely for me the blown glass, that like very, very thin blown glass we have there.
It's supposed to be like Venetian blown glass, right?
Yeah, it's
Love
special. It's delicate.
Mhm.
It's just lovely.
Look
Lots
at those
of
honking big sparkles too.
Yeah, of course.
That's one of my favorite things about
Sparkles.
JJB. You guys do not shy away from the sparkles.
Nope.
Go shiny or go home, baby.
Yes.
Look at look at these. Oh my goodness.
I love this gradient strand.
Ah.
I am so glad to hear that because we wanted to add like some spacer beads in, some beads that could also go along with the other beads, just as like if you need filler on the side or what have you. And I know that Nealay's got a project coming up with one of his tweets on YouTube that utilizes this strand, and I love that design that you did, Nealay.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll talk about more of that later because they kind of look like little gemstones to me. And so I was so excited to see and use them.
Look at this is the actual Cirque mix. And oh, you know what? I've got tape on these here. Let me get my open ones. There we go.
Yay, Deb at the ready.
I'm so impressed, Deb.
Look at this. I mean, oh my goodness. There's cage beads in here.
Oh, yes. The
These
rhinestone.
green. Yeah, the rhinestones. Hello. Look at them all.
Everywhere.
I'm so glad to hear you guys ooh and ah over it. Makes me so happy.
There's some really cool beads down at the bottom here. Sarah, do you want me to dump here?
Do you know what? If you have a dish handy, go for it.
I
Dump
do.
it. Dump it. We gotta see all of
Dump it.
Look at these.
Those are my fave. I love the cylinder shape. I love the transparency and the little like squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Don't
So
they
cool.
look like lava lamps?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Look at this.
Oh,
They're
and
so
that little
cool.
crystal. Oh,
It's
Oh
beautiful.
my God. This is my color right here. Good Lord.
the hot
Oh my
pink.
gosh.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. It's almost
And
fuchsia.
look at this green. These green beads are so cool.
Yes, they
Those
are.
are
They've got
awesome. I
weight to them
actually set
too.
some
Love
aside to make
them.
myself a bracelet with those.
And everything, all of the beads in our bead mixes are glass, metal, or every once in a while you'll get an acrylic piece, but it has to be like a really special, like it couldn't have been done in glass or metal. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
that's the only way that acrylic pops up in Jesse James mixes nowadays. We're all about that glass and the metal and all the really, really cool enameling and the funky things that can be done. I'm so glad that you guys like these mixes.
I made
Well,
Nealay, did you notice the large hole bead in there is perfect for some silver silk?
You know
yes.
what? That's what Becky just said in the comments here. You guys are on it.
I mean, you already knew SilverSilk was going to be involved, so you thought ahead. Let's see.
Mhm.
It was already preconceived.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the other mix.
So pretty. I love those enamel stars too. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're
So
coming.
funky.
I may or may not have made something for an upcoming video with those. Just saying.
Oh,
Just saying. Just saying.
it's so wonderful to see what y'all create with Jesse James beads, and I know Nealay can attest to the same with SilverSilk. When you guys get your creative juices going with these products, nothing could be like proud little mommies and poppies. I don't know.
Look
Proud little
at these. Oh my
Ah,
Lord.
the
These-
tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Laser cut tigers are so cool.
These. Hello.
Mhm.
Those are my favorite.
These.
glad.
Yes.
So this mix from the Cirque Magical Mystery Bead Box, our January subscription box, is these are only in the Magical Mystery Bead Box. We have a couple of these boxes up on the website right now. If you're not yet a subscriber and didn't get this delicious box, there's so many cool little things in here. And I'll tell you what, this is like our favorite, one of our favorite things to do at Jesse James Beads is to come up with these very special curated collections to just create and just enjoy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And these
Okay,
are
the rings
so
I'm obsessed
fun.
over. Obsessed. Love
Yes.
them. And it adds such a cool facet to this whole box because you need those components in order for the beads to have something to hang off of. Or
Yes, that's what we find with that these boxes, they all go together. Everything is themed out, but you gotta have like a little bit of everything to make sure they all come together.
This is absolutely awesome.
I couldn't
that
figure out what that was,
gorgeous?
but I'm in love with it, and I had to use it for a project. Is
It
it some
looks
sort of flower?
Like a lotus flower, and then we chose what colors we wanted the enameling to be, so it would all go with the whole box.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mhm.
Love it.
That is so cool.
Very like avant-garde circus, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I see like a stylized lotus now. That's so cool.
Mhm.
Look
And then
at
these
these
ones, like,
guys.
don't even get me started with the rainbow disco ball connectors.
Hello.
The disco
I
balls.
love these too.
These
Oh.
are fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Look
Oh
at
my
them.
gosh.
Hello. Okay. And the last but not least, some fairy silk, which this is a beautiful color.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Such a pretty color.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Chef's kiss for sure on this
Oh,
box.
I love that. Thank you.
Epic. Epic, epic, epic. People need to scoop this box up.
Deb, thank you so much for touring us around the box. That was beautiful. I am like, couldn't be more excited than I am right now to watch and and just be present while the three of you go to town with this box and also with the SilverSilk. So Nealay, do you have your SilverSilk at the ready that we could take a quick look to see how
Yeah,
it
let me give you the download on how SilverSilk is involved with all this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna flip my camera around so that I'll just show you guys and you don't have to stare at my crazy face.
You're beautiful. Hello.
Okay. Well, I have got a company called SilverSilk and More. And this company is sort of my night job, as I call it, because I also work a day job, which is crazy. But I have so much fun with it because it is a passion project. I actually create chains from wire. And I've got a machine that does this, and it's very precisely knit with precision. That was very redundant, so I apologize. But there are it's precise with precision. Go figure. But I have 8 different lines of chain that I create. And so with the particular box style and everything that we kind of came up, well, you guys came up with, and then I came up with the chains. I knew I wanted variety to complement the stuff that you guys put into the box. And so I created chain with leather, chain with capture, the ball chain core in it. And I'll go over these a little bit more specifically after I kind of give you guys a high level view of it. The 3 needle, which is this thin chain here, which is great for stringing beads right onto it. And then this stuff called pipe chain, which is a tubing. Let me see if I can get around here. And you can stuff it with wire and bead stringing wire or craft wire or memory wire, whatever you want to create it. And everything has a texture on top that's been knitted. So in its broader definition, knitted SilverSilk is a knitted wire jewelry chain. And I use wire that's as thin as human hair to create this chain. And it takes 6 needles to essentially knit together a sock, if you will, that's drawn down over whatever the filler material is. So you can see here the 2 differences of one being the ball chain core, which is this right here. And this one I titled Cotton Candy because you cannot go to any sort of event without eating a cotton candy. And then, and then see, we just have so much fun with this theme. It's great. This bottom one is called the Big Top, which is a great complimentary name for one of the items that's in the box as well. And I used a brightly colored magenta tubing, and it is a silicone tube. And so if you've got any sort of rubber allergies or silicone allergies, this might not be the stuff to craft with. So probably want to best stay away from that. And if you don't have any allergies to such things, then this is going to be the most funnest thing to craft with because you can, again, fill it and create all sorts of chain styles from it for your necklace or jewelry piece. This one is called 3 needle. As you can see, it doesn't have a filler material, but it is knitted together still yet. And so if you think of the Viking knit weave that you do by hand, this machine and this technology that I possess basically cuts down on that work. And you can get straight to creating. Here's another filler material. So this is a metallic blue leather cord that's 2.4 millimeters in diameter. And then once the knitting is applied on it, which this is a bright amethyst color, it becomes essentially about a 3 millimeter diameter cord. And this one's called Electric Mermaid, which I thought was really fun. It kind of goes with the theme as well. And finally, the very last one is this really sparkly blue chain, which is I call Waterfall. It's a chain that I've had in the past, and I make small batches of this stuff. It is artisan, and so you're not getting a big box quantity of any of this stuff. And once it's sold out, it's sold out. And people have been swapping up some colors today. As soon as I released that newsletter this morning, I knew that I was in trouble. This one is called a pearlesque chain, which is a dual layered chain. And so you've got a ball chain core, as we looked at here earlier, like a little pulley chain. And knitted over that is a rainbow blue tinsel, which creates that really metallic and I guess glitzy, I don't know, texture that you're seeing there. And then knitted over that is dark blue wire. So you get a multi-layered chain that is highly glowing and very, I don't know, just, it looks like apatite gemstones to me. This is I guess the best definition. And I've ran out of adjectives on how sparkly it could really be. So I have those 5 so far in the color mix. And of course, you can go shopping on silversilkonline.com and find more colors to complement the amazing beads that are in this box. And last thing that I want to point out are my findings, because these findings are specially made to go with SilverSilk. And you don't need glue. You just need a pair of chain nose pliers or wide nose pliers. And all you do is you take this end cap and you insert your chain right into it. And once you crimp it shut with some, I'm going to grab my wide nose pliers. Once you crimp it shut with your wide nose pliers, the little teeth inside of it hold on to the chain. And so you won't need anything extra to keep that in place. It'll be very secure, as I sort of demonstrate in one of the projects here. And that's the fun. I like to mix and match metals. Deb and Jen, I don't know, like if you guys, I feel like you guys enjoy mixing metal colors.
Yes.
So I'm in the right company. And so I don't shy away from, silver can't mix with gold. I don't know if that's true.
We always say at Jesse James Beads that silver and gold are just colors, and they can be friends. There could be one that's dominating. They could be even Stevens. But we love to mix our metals here at JJB, and I think Deb and Jenifer will give a nod of approval that too.
Yes.
Agreed. I'd love the different color applications, and I kind of express that in different designs, but I don't know, I haven't really planned a project. I can absolutely put something together with these lovely ladies. I was just going to do a quick runway show of some of my projects here.
Yeah, and we're going to do the runway show. I'm going to give you the full floor, Nealay. Show us what you've made and show us where we're going with all of this.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just step onto that runway with this first design, which is an asymmetrical bracelet. And any of this stuff is on the Jesse James Beads page on the SilverSilk website. I'm so delighted to have you guys up in the menu now, and to have you guys forefront and showing off these amazing designs together. I used bead stringing wire and some crimps here at the end to secure this, and then just found a bunch of beads in that beautiful box to assemble together. With the pipe chain, I do have custom made pipe chain end caps as well. All of my findings have a 5-layer plating. So they're very high quality with the brass base. The brass, to what I just found out the other day, well, yesterday really, through talking to a good friend of ours, mine and Jenifer's, her name is Kelly. That brass is apparent, it is hypoallergenic, and it is great for, I guess, being tarnish resistant and not turning your skin colors. So that is kind of amazing to have as a base core for the metals for SilverSilk, and then to have 5 layers of plating on top of that. And then I digress, of course, but I also wanted to show off how amazing this beautiful tube bead is in its application.
Love it.
And then I did stick a little piece of wire, craft wire inside, so you could see that it is not losing its shape, that in fact I can bend it around to the wrist that is intended to wear it and have it shape as such. So little tip and trick there for you. I have got this amazing necklace that I put together. I kind of feel like
oh my god.
Well, I was kind of conjuring some Deb vibes, I'm not gonna lie. I feel you have such a great restraint and purposeness to your design, and I was like, I needed to conjure up some Deb.
Deb, do you love this jewelry design?
Oh my god, I sure do. With a capital
L. LUV approved.
LUV approved for sure.
And to do this, I just simply made a series of simple loops and mixed in some wire wrap loops on those beautiful little elephants. Of course, I had to end with a sparkly.
So good.
I forget what the shape is called because there's a name for it, and it's not coming to
Beautiful,
my brain.
pretty, ornate. I love it. Delicious.
Yeah, a marquee. I think that's what it's called, but I could
To
be
die
wrong.
for.
To die.
To die for. This shape is called
Okay,
to die for.
Yes, we're gonna call it to die for. Must have. That is the shape. And then I simply use those end caps there at the top to just kind of jump ring all of this stuff together. So on the back side, it's clean because I just use jump rings. And you know me, the audience and people know me pretty well to know that I did not use a clasp.
It's all good.
You know, we all have our thing, right? Mine is not me. So while this is short, because I used a remnant piece of the waterfall chain, you can of course use all 3 feet of the length of chain that you get for yours, just to make it something that you just throw over your head and are on the go. Or you could put a clasp anywhere. You could put it on the back. You could put it on the front side, whatever suits you.
Fabulous.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give a small snippet of this, but I'm gonna save the majority of the teaching for my class. And in fact, let me go ahead and flash this one thing. Let me flash you guys real quick.
Watch out, everybody.
I want people from Jesse James Beads, because I'm going to be really excited and talking them up during the class, to come join me on the SilverSilk channel on Saturday, February 3rd for this project that I'm showing you guys, because I'm going to teach you how to use the 3 needle to create this wonderful tassel-y, feathery texture, and to simply, just hook some stuff together and make this gorgeous earring on the fly.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited about that. And I don't have many projects with 3 needles, so this is also very exciting. This was something that I designed late last year, and I put away because a certain company that we all knew and loved decided to, not be in the industry anymore. And they had these beautiful large rings that they had, and I could have gotten some, but I never did. So I had to put the project away. And then I saw it in the box, and of course my face just lit up because I was like, I have the project for that.
I love it when a project just falls into place. Like you just have the right components and it just all comes together.
So pretty. Oh, I did that last night. That was my 1 a.m. project. I couldn't sleep, and that's what I did.
That's like the true sign of a highly creative person. Those ideas that just generate in whenever you least expect it.
Yes.
This is the other project, and I'm going to flash you guys this other graphic so you guys can write down the time. February 10th, save the date for our Saturday make along in the morning. I call these faux gemstones. I know that they're glass beads, but check out how highly
they're so pretty
with the facets and stuff. And so this one's a fun one, and you do need the leather knitted cord for this one. It's important for the wire wrapping, actually, which you will learn all about during the class. And notice, of course, I don't have a clasp. That's a whole nother story. Anyway,
I know you sell clasps.
Bonus. These projects are so pretty.
Just pretend.
Look at that. Is it perfect? Gosh. I just love the color and the electricity and the way that everything just goes together. And if you're a box member subscriber, you're getting all these projects as a bonus, such fun tutorials to go and grab a SilverSilk over at Nealay's shop, silversilkonline.com. Jesse James Beads. This particular box we found at jessejamesbeads.com. And then you have these wonderful, amazing tutorials taught by Nealay coming up throughout the next coming month. So exciting.
Yeah. In fact, on the landing page that we made for you guys on the SilverSilk site, it doesn't matter if you didn't write it down. Just scroll through the page and you will find the links to the classes.
Amazing.
And That's kind of my runway show. That's like 4 pieces that I was so delighted to talk through, and 2 of those are going to be turned into classes, and then the others, I believe we can just post those pictures on the JJB Mystery Maker Box social medias.
And the Magical Mystery Bead Box from Jesse James Beads. Yes, Nealay, these projects are so dang cool. Like the coordination of the beads and the knitted chain, it's just so perfectly done. And I'm looking at, we're getting like the real runway show right now because Nealay puts on the over the head necklace. Let's see it.
Here we go.
Oh,
love
it.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Wow.
I love it.
Yes. Vote for us. Nealay Patel. Oh my gosh. Nealay, thank you for sharing all these beautiful projects and all the great tutorials that are up and coming. Like we love it when we can work together. It's like the more we get together, the happier we'll be. It's just,
it's cheesy, but it's so true. We also just work really well together. Like the communication is streamlined. The project creativity is always at a very high level. It's fun work.
Yes.
I mean, I could go on and on.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Nealay. And thank you so much for making these incredible chains to complement the Magical Mystery Bead Box. Guys, we're going to be doing this all year. Like,
wow.
This is month 1 of 12. So if you like what you see, you're in for more.
That means more designs without clasp in your future.
Yeah. And
throw away the clasps, everybody.
Throw away the clasp, guys.
Throw away the clasp.
You're going a whole year with Magical Mystery Bead Box isn't going to have clasps in them. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You know,
if you need any, I know a great store where you can grab some clasps that are in all different styles. So head over to JJB for those clasps that you may or may not need.
You know what? You need it, don't need it. Always good to have it in your stash. You can get some creative stuff from Jesse James Beads. And if you're not yet a subscriber, you can check out the Magical Mystery Bead Box over at jessijamesbeads.com. We are collecting subscribers for the month of February right now. So if you like what you see right now and you want to get in on the subscriber price, you're going to want to go and check it out over at the website. There's a couple different ways to subscribe, couple different subscription methods. So I think Rodrigo is in the background here. He's dropping in a link. Y'all can go check that out.
Hi, Rodrigo.
And rest assured.
Yay, Rodrigo. No, that's not an easy job. I know how hard that job is. So
yeah.
bravo.
Because a lot of times I'll be like here doing it on the side, but I get to be fully engaged with you guys. So thanks, honey. Lend my hand on in the background.
Oh, can't you do the heart thing? Who
let me see if I can do that.
Is it Sarah that has to do it? There you go. Someone with a mat.
I love it.
So guys, all right, we have had just like an amazing show and tell. Y'all know what to expect coming from now through the end of the year with Magical Mystery Bead Box and SilverSilk, this incredible collaboration that we've got going on. We are getting into our Magical Mystery Maker live session where Deb and Jen are creating some really cool projects live on the fly for us. So I think they might have been getting started in the background. I see Jen's demo camera is going. So I'm going to spotlight Jen over here so we can see what she's making. Jen, you can talk us through it a little bit. What's going on with the Magical Mystery Bead Box and SilverSilk on Jen's mat?
I know. Half the fun is commenting.
And so far, I made just an easy pair of earrings with doing some simple loops because I need some earrings. And so all I did was use a head pin and then I just made some simple loops. That's it. Very simple, easy. And now I have a pair of earrings. But when I saw the disco ball here, I immediately thought of earrings with the rings. And when I saw these rings, Sarah, I gave it a second look, and I had Kelly here, and we both looked at it and said, "Is that TerraCast?" And so we were like, "Yay, we have rings!" And so I'm going to do something a little different, and I need 2 of the rings. And so I can't do earrings, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take still one of those disco balls that are just so sparkly and shiny. And I'm going to take some of the SilverSilk, the capture chain. And I will tell you, when I'm doing my videos on my channel, I mix up capture chain and chain reaction about 3 times each video. But now, then what I have is I have what Nealay was showing you, some single strand. He also has a triple strand and a double strand end cap. And so I'm going to be using the triple strand, and I'm going to make a tassel. And on the very end, I used some of his little terminators. They're called terminators, and they're just a great way to end off the capture chain. And so I'm going to stuff this into the triple strand end cap that I love. I have some jump rings that are the same color of gold. And I'm going to double jump ring that onto this little disco ball and then come up with something else here. That's where I'm going now.
I'm so excited about this.
And that's how it looks like. That cotton candy looks like a little waterfall, and it just pairs so pretty with the light tones that are reflecting off the rainbow disco ball.
Yes.
Nicely done.
And I got the idea from another project that I did with SilverSilk and Jesse James Beads.
It's a match made in beady heaven.
And that one has chain reaction in it too, right? Or is that links?
No, it's all your capture chain and then the Jesse James that chip boho bead.
I love that bead.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing with Jesse James beads. You guys have like, well, and in this box too, the best focal beads I've ever gotten to play with.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We take our focal beads very seriously here at Jesse James.
I can tell.
Yes. We have a lot of fun.
I agree 1000%.
So I did open this up a little bit too, Nealay, with my little Zurons that you demonstrate. And I do have my flat nose pliers dipped in Tool Magic. And if you follow me on Instagram or Nealay, you saw that my 3-year-old granddaughter made a Jesse James Beads / SilverSilk bracelet for herself. And she wanted to do all of the crimping and everything. She's almost 4, but she did it all. She had to do it all. And she picked out her Jesse James beads because they had to be the large hole. And it was so cute.
That warms my heart so much, Jenifer. I love it. You share your creativity and your passion with your young ones, and then they jump on in and they get to join in on the fun with you.
Yes.
Well, I got to do that during Christmas too with my 4-year-old niece, and we dug through the Jesse James Beads winter workshop beads that were in there because, I mean, that was like a never-ending supply, wasn't it?
Yes.
So we got to make some
keep going and going. It's beautiful to share something that you love with the people that you love, Nealay. When you told me that story, I swear to God, there was little tears in my eyes. It's so sweet.
She loved it, and she wore it. So my brother and his family came down for, I think, a week and a half, and I got to hang out with them like 3 days later into that trip. But she wore it the rest of the time that she was there. She wanted to wake up and wear the one necklace that she made every day. It was so sweet. And it's sparkly.
So sweet and sparkly.
Sweet and sparkly.
Speaking of sweet and sparkly, I'm going to flip on over to Deb here. Let's take a look at what Deb's creating.
So
she's always got a genius idea.
The colors of, I mean, everything. The colors of this is just magical. This is the epitome of Magical Mystery Bead Box. Seriously, this put the magic in it right here. These colors are so good. So this is the leather chain, and I am crazy about this color scheme. This is amazing. So I have to make a short necklace because that's one of the things that I do. And the fairy silk was kind of calling my name. So I'm just creating like some little fairy silk dangle tassel pieces here with these large hole beads. And oh my gosh, I just think these are so fun.
I would have never thought to do a tassel that way. That is so clever.
Yes, so incredibly creative.
Just like, I just see this, like, so there's going to be more to this, but this is just sort of the start of what's going to be a fun little kind of collar statement necklace.
That is so cute.
It feels very Cirque trapeze artist to me.
Yes, Sarah, that's the story we're going with.
Imaginative,
so Deb's, sorry, Nealay, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just yammering on. I was like, that's a great way to describe it, because you're giving the design like a personality almost.
Well, Deb has told me that when she does jewelry designs, she loves to tell a story, which is, I think, one of the reasons why, like, well, Deb, you and I are friends because we just like to be friends. But I think one of the reasons why, like, the style of jewelry you make really goes well with the style of beads that Jessie James Beads creates is because we are storytellers as well. So if you want to tell a story with your jewelry, this is like, I don't know. That speaks to our soul too. The storytelling with the creative components.
Yeah, everything really kind of evokes some kind of emotion for me, like the sparkle or the texture or just the, something like this. I mean, it's just like, wow. So the emotion comes through, and then you sort of kind of tie it back to maybe something in your history or your past, and then it becomes something. Like it turns into something. And so all of these pieces and parts just they I don't know, they tie into my emotions. They're so tied into my emotions.
Lovely.
It's amazing. Well, you have beautiful emotions that you're emoting right now.
The emotions that you're emoting. Emotions of the emotions.
Yeah, I've been really redundant today, haven't I?
I love it. It's just extra, like more.
Yes.
Wow, Deb, I like where this is going here too. It looks so pretty.
She's bringing some sparkles in there.
I love me some sparkle.
Yes.
There's an overabundance of sparkle in this box too. Like there's tons of sparkle. This chain, oh my gosh, this chain is so
beautiful.
One.
And I love how there's like the dark blue chain is like the neutral, like we always, when we're designing at Jessie James Beads, when we create a mix, when we create a strand, there always has to be a color that is like the baseline, a color that like anchors it down, whether it's a neutral or not. It's got to be like a color that could act as like that neutralizing element. And I feel like this dark blue, the waterfall chain, that's like the neutrality of the chain grouping that you put together, Nealay.
Thank you. It kind of sets the mood and attitude, and then the rest of it is like those layers of high points and all the mid stuff in between. And so I think that's sort of the mindset that I was trying to evoke as well, and try and get into. You guys have such a beautiful way of how you design stuff and put together these things, and so it was so fun to work within that sort of space for doing this.
Thank you. Yeah, we love it. We love what we do here. It's all heart. Thank you, honey. It's all heart. We go all in when it comes to what we create. And there's a lot of fun in store in 2024 for Jessie James Beads. Like beyond Magical Mystery Bead Box, we've got really cool collections coming out every single month. There's a new one dropping on February 7th that I'm really looking forward to share with you guys. And beyond that, the Magical Mystery Bead Boxes are just like so cool. There's just it's never been a more fun time to be a subscriber or to be like a creative at Jessie James Beads than right now, I feel.
There's also something nice to be said, and I think this goes in line with Jenifer's quick project of having instant gratification, but also someone to say, here's a set of amazing colors, go do something with it. and to not have to think about, tying this with that and spending that much time and energy and work that takes away from the creative technique process,
Yeah, I love the instant gratification projects too. Like we always say at Jesse James Beads, it doesn't need to be hard to be trendy, to be cool, to be beautiful. Like, whoa, oh my gosh, I didn't realize we're going to the necklace road.
Oh wow, I
that's
love
amazing.
that.
You like it?
Yeah.
We
Like would be
LUV
an
it.
understatement.
I'm kind of in love with it. I kind of want to wear it around the house.
Okay, yeah.
Afterwards,
go
and then
for
wear
it.
it to work tomorrow. Yeah, I absolutely, this color. So it reminds me almost, I'm an August baby, and it kind of reminds me a little bit about the peridot. So this is right in my heart. So can I share a little story about Magical Mystery Bead Box? And when we get the notification that it's been delivered, I get so excited, and I probably break about 300 traffic violations getting home to grab it off the porch so that I can record a video and see what's inside. And this last time I got home and I got the notification while I was driving, and I pulled up and I looked at my watch and I'm like, oh, it's here. But it wasn't. It wasn't on my porch. Oh no. So I was sick, obviously, right? You're sick when something you're supposed to be getting doesn't arrive, right? And I've never had anything stolen, knock on wood, off of our porch. And I was just sick. Well, yesterday afternoon, our neighbor, my address is 862, but FedEx delivered it to 962. And he showed up with it, and he got to see my reaction. I scared him.
Poor guy.
Oh my gosh, you were doubly surprised. A, that you have the box in hand, and then B, that someone that is your neighbor ended up showing it to you.
Well, neighbor. The funny thing is they opened it, and they even opened up the box.
Oh my!
Oh gosh!
It's so magical and mysterious. They couldn't help themselves.
They couldn't. And
you're a subscriber now.
I was just gonna say, I told them, I asked them, did you write down the website so you can go be a subscriber? You can have yours too.
Oh, there you go.
Any opportunity.
That's so funny. That's a hilarious
mystery
story.
box in general is always alluring, isn't it? Because that's half the fun, is just getting this blank box that you don't know what's inside until you start to dig through.
It's like Christmas every month. It's like you know it's gonna be good. Now, there's gonna be cool projects to make with it, with this amazing collaboration we're doing with Nealay and SilverSilk. And the box, the contents of the Magical Mystery Bead Box is gonna be on fire, but you don't know what it is. And that
yeah. Absolutely. We try to get you to tell us, but you won't tell us. We try.
We wouldn't ruin that for you.
We try. We're like, can you just tell us? It will keep the secret. I know we're YouTube
Promise
live,
we won't tell.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Jenifer. I don't know about. No, I'm kidding.
I feel like Jenifer would tell.
I feel like I'd be the first one to squeal.
Someone would still be that can't tell anybody. Y'all just secret stays right here. We're good.
Actually, I don't tell secrets. I don't.
I'm horrible at that. I can't keep a darn thing to myself.
You know why? Because they won't tell you secrets anymore if you tell them.
I know. I probably got fired from that long time ago.
She's a good friend. Jenifer knows the schoolyard etiquette. She is not going to be telling anybody. If anybody has any goss to spill, you can tell it to Jenifer. Stop there.
Yep.
I know. Meanwhile, I'm that kid that sits in the front of the class and sucks up to the teacher.
Rule followers unite.
But I also can't keep a secret, so don't tell me things.
Oh, well,
that's good to know, because I think I've told you a couple.
Wow, Jenifer, this project turned out. This is like just so pretty.
I absolutely love this. And look, Nealay, I have a clasp.
Oh, just rub it in my face, Jenifer. Why don't
I have a clasp?
Oh my God!
You hear Axel's little piggin squeaking in the background. I'm going to flip on over to Deb's camera again here. And this is like another thing, whoopsie daisies, that's so cool. You see that Deb's is so incredibly, Mom, can you get from him just for a little while. It's a family affair here at my mom's house right now.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Anyway, live TV. One thing was so cool that I wanted to mention is we were just on Jen's camera, and Jenifer's got this beautiful green necklace. Now we're looking at Deb's. This is a completely different style, a completely different color palette. That's cool, Same bead box.
Yeah. We went from sort of aqua. I feel like also all of us combined really just made a runway show. If you think about it, we took you through different color stories and different looks and things. Just fabulousness everywhere.
You gotta feel it,
I love how this came together.
I'm trying to get a little bit of those, a few of those little beads around the bottom of this large hole.
Yes.
Oh, is that to also kind of secure it in place? Because that's a very smart idea.
Yeah, because it's not gonna stay in place otherwise. But it's a little tricky to get the beads on and get the wire around there. So watch me fumble here a little bit.
I love that you thought of that too, because
I want to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
This is my mother.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, everybody.
Karen is the co-owner of Jesse James and Company. And actually, our first ever Magical Mystery Bead Box had so much of Karen's inspiration. It was wildflowers. It was beautiful. This was 5 years ago. 5 years we're coming up on the subscription box.
No kidding.
We started with 40 subscribers, and we
God.
have grown to a heck of a lot more than that.
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone who's been here with us since the beginning.
A big heart to everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mama.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, there you go, Nealay. What happens if you do this? Will lips show up if you blow kisses?
I don't know. I just blew a bunch of kisses to everyone out there.
all to everyone. Wow. Though this is just like feels so Deb, tell us the story behind this piece. I want to hear it.
All right. So you planted the seed of the trapeze artist, right? Or the kind of one of the circus performers. Well, I think she is secretly in love with one of the animal trainers. So perhaps for the tiger trainer. And
like where this is going.
So she tells him that she'll meet him after the matinee on Sunday. And he says, well, we should like clean up a little bit because we're, always in these sweaty circus clothes. So she goes back to her trailer and she pulls out her favorite dress and she pulls out this necklace. And she walks out of the trailer and she sees him and he sees this sparkle and this color on her neck. And that's what does it. That's what does it for him. He falls madly in love with her and they travel all around the country in the same trailer instead of separate trailers from that point on.
Wow.
I love a good scandal.
I wasn't ready for chapter 2.
the
But
thing
it's all about this necklace, guys. It's powerful. It's a powerful necklace.
Scoot
I'm just
this
impressed.
beautiful trapeze artist tiger trainer necklace up just a little bit more, Deb, so we can see it.
So I've got I'm mid wire wrapping of the beads here, but here's what I've got with this. So the large hole bead, and then there's a little piece of wire with some of those little glass beads. And then I just kind of trimmed these ends. I might play around with trimming these up a little bit more, but then we've got what were we calling this shape? What did we decide?
Marquee?
Yeah. No, I think it was
it was something else like
to die for.
To die for. That's the to die for.
To die for.
So that's what we've got here. Oh, and I'm just spilling little beads everywhere. Oh.
Those beads are a great alternative to having seed beads. But it was amazing that you could include something different from seed beads that just is as tiny, and gives an amazing little texture.
I love me some tiny beads.
I do too.
Oh gosh. Yes, I feel like tiny beads are like a 4-letter word for so many.
Either love or the other one.
Right. Right. Open to interpretation.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm going to flip on over to Jen's camera real quick, just for a hot second. And then we're getting to the end of our time together here.
Already.
When did you make this? This is amazing.
Wow.
Okay, this is not my idea.
It clearly is if it's on your table.
No, because I had a visitor yesterday. I had Kelly yesterday.
Oh.
And I just had to do something with those lava lamps. And it was, what about like a sun catcher?
Oh,
and then bring in the fairy silk. So then I just started doing up a bunch of stuff, and I pulled in some fine Softflex champagne. The fine.
Love it.
And so what I started doing was I just did a long strand. I think it was maybe 24 inches. And then just used both strands, and I put those little tiny beads. Took forever. These little tiny beads. And then I just started threading through. And then when I got to, and then I took these stars because I thought the stars were so cute just to kind of float. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the wire kind of disappears almost. So it looks like an illusion.
Yes.
Hanging.
So,
it's so clever.
But I need to do something because it doesn't stay. So it's heavy. So when I pick it up, it starts to sag. So I have to go back and do a little redesign, but it's going to end up like this. And then I'm going to have the fairy silk up at the top. So I'm going to have a beautiful little sun catcher.
That is so pretty.
I love
it.
It's such a different project too from just jewelry. I mean, that could easily be a bracelet too. And in fact, but
yes.
I like the dual purpose of a sun catcher. That's very
Yeah, or if you went very long with some of the tiny beads, or with silver silk on the other side, you could do like a little bit of a lariat. Could be really
that would be pretty cool.
Love that.
I love
Wouldn't that be cute? So that's what I was doing. And so I'm going to just go back and do a little bit of redesign and just figure out something to do in between here, which might be maybe just a little bit of maybe a flat crimp so that it stops it. And I have those little 1 millimeter crimps from Softflex. And so then 2 fit in perfectly, and it'll disappear in there as well. But I just want those stars to float. But again, not my idea, but I just started doing everything and went with it. Yeah. And I just love how the colors in these strands are just so pretty, and you could just string it up all by itself and then double it up with some silver silk. Then if you happen to have, like I have handy, some paper clip chain, you can add that in there. And you can really make it pretty chunky, because then what you can also do is add in one of those chunkamunks and you've got yourself a beautiful piece.
I love when we get together for these little create-a-thons, when we do these maker sessions, and it goes from just like creating something or a show and tell to then like, let me show you what I've like got in my stash that could go together and like become this thing that isn't even a thing yet, but it will be later, or maybe it won't be. But I love the idea, the presentation and the sharing of ideas when we get together like this.
So these green beads are absolutely gorgeous and I love them. And I just happen to have another bead mix on hand. And
of course she does.
Of course she does.
It's on hand. But the wood beads in the Bayou bead mix, and you had some Bayou bead mixes on the website as away from the when you have extra bead mixes, you put them on the website, and I'll usually go and snag them, or one or two. And with the wood beads, I think would be so pretty with this green.
I love it.
That entire mix is like, I love green and I like the wood, so I feel like I have a missed opportunity for the Bayou one that I need to go hop over and grab that one.
Well, do you know what? That's good to know, because I also like green and wood tones, and that's like, I love it around the holidays. I love it like honestly any old time, but we will keep that in mind, because there's some brilliant things that can come out of the old tank, out of the old steam engine here.
Again, that was not my idea. That was not my idea. But and then
you said that about everything you've made tonight, and you've made everything amazing.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? There's inspiration everywhere. Like, this is you, girl. You did it. You done did it.
We're proud of you. We love you.
Thank you so much. But yeah, so my project is going to be a multi-strand with the little beads and these and some of this paperclip chain.
I love it.
You can find at jessiejamesbeads.com.
There you go.
Thank you for the shameless plug. We've got a really cool chain at Jessie James right now. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but from like December through now, we've been like slowly just like, here's some more chain, and here's some more chain, and this one's got a lot of sparkles in it, and this one's colorful, this one's plain. So yeah, you know what I mean? Because you gotta have chain. You gotta that again is why, like, that's why again the SilverSilk is such a great match for the Magical Mystery Bead Box. It's chain, but it's cool chain, and the Magical Mystery Bead Box is this subscription box, but it's really cool subscription box. So they just like go together.
Cool stuff. Yeah. I like all chains too. In fact, I kind of think of SilverSilk as more of a textile, and then you've got that hard metal chain that will also pair well with it. Like Jenifer just pointed out, the paperclip chain as another layer.
Sure,
it's a different look, but it all just works so beautifully and cohesively together.
Yes.
But I love the Jessie James beads, and I saw more of it last year. I think the enamel colors and the ombres, and like, oh my God, I was dazzled. I was like, why didn't we do any of this last year? But 2024 is the year for it.
Yeah, 2024 is the year for it. We've got the future is bright, my friend. The future is so bright.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to flip back over to Deb's camera just for one quick hot second, because I see that she's starting to do some really pretty things here. Oh, Deb, I cannot wait to see where this project lands up.
Me too.
So I just think that these could be an earring all by itself, but I mean, why stop there? So let's add a little more sparkle to the bottom. So I'm just going to add one of these rhinestone clad beads in the pink. And I mean, all of these colors tie like perfectly together. So these are going to be a set, and I think our trapeze artist would probably want to wear these with her necklace. Just saying, she probably would.
Yes,
if you're going to do date number 2, you're going to have to be prepared.
Absolutely. I think they moved quickly. I think they moved quickly to date 2. Just saying.
They're living in the trailer. They're touring all around the country and then the world.
Hey, you
And
know,
now
they
they
too
have
could have
lots
been
of
spaced apart because they're working people, you know. You gotta
Yes.
fit
Mhm.
the dates in where you can get them.
You gotta fit
Yeah.
them in. You gotta like release the stress, and like, and then they're gonna have all these circus babies, and then they're gonna make like beaded
Exactly.
It's gonna be
They've
great.
got to keep the
Girl, you're
circus
moving way
going,
too
Sarah.
fast. Circus
Oh,
babies already? We never discussed this.
the circus life moves fast, Nealay. You have to understand.
The circus life moves quickly.
Oh my gosh, guys, this has been like so fun tonight. I can't even.
Oops.
I'm sure
I'm still
there's a
trying
ton
to
of
get
people
this
out there
one
watching in the
bead.
back end that are laughing and cracking up with us.
Becky said Deb is writing for Harlequin here. She's got a side gig, guys. Not only does Deb loves jewelry design, creating incredible designs and teaching us awesome jewelry, but she's also a steamy writer for the
I'm
impressed that
accepting.
you came up with all of that just on the fly.
I'm accepting
And you're
offers.
designing.
I'm gonna bring us all back here so we can do some final chit chat ends. This has just been such a fun little hang here, guys. We at Jesse James Beads are always so excited to get to work with really fun and awesome designers. Jenifer, Deb, Nealay, y'all have so much that you bring to the table, and it's just such a treat to be able to share a night with you and some giggles and some fun creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It's really these two that are just, wait, can I do this that way? It's really, yeah, it's, there we go.
You did it.
Hands stay there. It is really these two that are the powerhouse creators, I think, that come up with amazing ideas consistently, even though they say that they don't say that it's their idea, but I think it really is. And I'm just always so impressed with you ladies. You are just amazing. You bring such light and energy to the land of SilverSilk and Jesse James Beads. And I'll shut up so Sarah can also ooh and on all the things over you guys.
I know
I just want to say I love you ladies.
everything Nealay's saying. It's so true. You two are so creative, and you make beading fun. You come out. It's a good time to hang out with you, and like Jen was talking earlier about posting on her Instagram. You got to tell us, Jenifer. Tell everyone here that's watching, where can we follow along? Where can we hang out with Jenifer Miller more?
On Instagram, I'm at Bellarayne Jewelry CO. And also on YouTube, it's just Jenifer Miller, 1N, 1F. And you will see me showcase SilverSilk and Jesse James Beads. And I would not know about Jesse James Beads without Nealay.
Yay.
I saw Nealay on Great Bead Extravaganza and I said, who is this person? And I Googled him and up came videos for him using this Jesse James Beads. And I was like,
this
wow,
crazy guy.
I gotta get me some of that. And yeah.
Sarah and we go back in time quite a while, and
Yes.
so you'll find my face on older videos for them that I used to do. And now I get to return. It's like I'm making a return to something that was familiar and fun.
It's like we've grown up together. We've really been doing this beady business thing for quite some time. I remember I was thinking about it today, Nealay. Actually, I had butterflies. I was so excited about this event that we're pulling together for everyone back at home that's watching. And I thought, man, oh man, me and Nealay started out with beads and bubbles for SilverSilk years ago, 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. I didn't even have SilverSilk at that time. I just had a bottle of champagne and a dream.
Yeah.
That's why I fell in love with you, Nealay.
Amen, sister. I love that. For all of us.
The champagne did it for me.
There we go. That's why we all work well together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When to play together, stay together.
Here we are, 10 years for some of us, and then 4 or 5 years for the others.
Yeah. I was March of 2020.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Been some time.
And
so
And I love all of the work that everyone puts out there and the creativity. And Deb, you are one that is always chock full. I love your posts that come through. They're loud. They tell a story. They're really, really fun in your face jewelry pieces. Deb, where can everyone that's watching tonight go and find you?
They can find me on Instagram as Deb Luvs Designs, and Luvs is spelled Luvs. I'm on Facebook as Deb Luvs Jewelry Designs. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I have a fledgling YouTube channel. If you guys could go give me a thumbs up, I'm starting to get that rolling. Maybe, hopefully.
And speaking of YouTube, since many of you are tuning in on YouTube right now, thank you for coming and finding Jessie James Beads over on YouTube and SilverSilk and More. Don't forget to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button. I hear people do that on their YouTube videos, so give us that. And I just want to say thank you so much to all of our Magical Mystery Bead Box subscribers. You guys are in for a dynamite, to the moon treat this year with all the incredible SilverSilk chains that are created to go along with your year-long subscription. You got to get these chains over at silversilkonline.com. You're going to find the Magical Mystery Bead Box. If you're not a subscriber yet, you can get in for February over at jessiejamesbeads.com. Click on the link up top that says Bead Box, and that'll give you everything you need to know about this little ditty that we've got right here.
I love it. And if you're looking for more beads, if you go to the silversilkonline.com website, my website, there's a special coupon code in the Jessie James Bead page. Ah!
Okay.
What?
And then that 10% off code is good for everything at the shop. This box that we just did tonight included. We've got I think we got 20 of them being sold at retail cost, and then you get the subscriber cost when you join us for the every single month, or until you.
Well, it's extra discounts on top of extra discounts, which who doesn't
extra
love
discounts on top of extra discounts. So that's the whole 411 on these two brands. Nealay, I love working with you. I love working with SilverSilk. I can't say enough about the incredible products that you've made to complement this awesome box of beady goodness. So thank you. Yes, the hearts.
They exploded.
Yeah, they exploded. Well, that's how my heart feels right now. It's an explosion of heart.
I feel it here.
So everyone, I think herein concludes our first Magical Mystery Maker session of 2024, featuring Deb Floros, Jenifer Miller, and Nealay Patel. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone out there watching. Thank you to you, ladies. It's been so fun.
Bye, guys.